Coach Kevin Carroll joins me. I'm Greg Ruff. Glad to have you along here for Trevecca basketball on Flow College. And a lot has happened since the last time we talked. And I'd say 99.9% of it's been really, really good. You got Navon Peterson back. Jalen Page is back and looks to be in rare form. And you guys got a couple of really, really big wins on the road. I know that's easy to look back and see, but that was not easy. In particular, those two teams both were playing well. Delta State's been playing about as good as anybody in the league, and you went down there and got a solid win to not only lock in being in the postseason, but hosting a conference quarterfinal game for the first time in program history. Just talk about, when I say all that all at once, how does that make you feel?
I'll feel a lot better if we can win two more this week. I know that.
He is a coach, folks.
Yeah.
That was Coach coming out.
No, it's been since January the 4th that we had our entire team back and playing. We've had our top three scorers have missed a lot of games here over the last month and a half, and so to be able to have have the whole gang back together, it was perfect timing because we really needed Navon back. Obviously needed Jalen back. But
Jakari
was out. So, here's the thing: is you work all season to have the opportunity and the right to play in big games, and we have earned that right.
Yeah.
And now we've got you come down the stretch here. We're tied for third. I got 2 home games. We're in consideration in the regional rankings. All these things that give you an opportunity to play for big moments.
It's interesting. We just did the thing with the 2004-2005 team. I was here when they played, and going back and reliving that with them and researching that and stuff like that, and it was amazing the layers of the story. Well, when you look back on this year, there's going to be layers to this one too. Bringing up Brett Wright to help you guys out when you needed it, and him being willing to give up the red shirt. I mean, that's something that will be more important and more memorable later on than it is right now, because you're focused on Union tonight. You're focused on Christian Brothers Saturday, and then that March 4th game here. But those are just the things that make a season like this so special, isn't it?
It is, and when you go through seasons like this, I feel like we've had to reinvent ourselves 2 or 3 times this year. And even with Navon coming back, Navon got cleared on Tuesday morning. He had, 1 full practice, and then we're playing him in games and in meaningful minutes on Thursday and Saturday. So
how'd you feel when he was going in for those dunks?
A little bit of PTSD there.
Yeah.
But I noticed he didn't try to throw them down with quite the authority that he had in the past. But he makes a big difference. He allows our defense to scheme a lot of different ways. He's just a very versatile player because he can guard 1 through 5. He can pretty much play 1 through 5 on offense, and it's a big help to be able to have him back as we go into the final round of games here, because every team presents different problems.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I thought it was the Delta State game was a lot of fun to watch because I knew what was on the line, and also I knew how well they are coached and how well they have been playing. So that's one that goes a feather in your cap to doing a good job coaching them up and getting everybody back. Yeah,
they have a legendary coach in Mike Neighbor, for people who don't know, who's been in the Gulf South for probably 30 years, and at Christian Brothers and Delta State has won a ton of games, and they were probably playing as well as anybody. They'd won 9 out of 10 coming into that game. They beat Valdosta State on the road. Had Huntsville, lost to them at home in a very close game by 6 points, where they cut it to 3, I believe. So it was a monumental win in a lot of ways, but those are short-lived at this time of the year, and he's got to move, focus on to the future here.
We will move forward in just a second. I would be remiss if I didn't mention people like Hank Hutchison and Jake Mulder, who came in at different times. Drew Blackson, who came in at times. I'm leaving people out, right? But it was a full team effort to get you through all those injuries, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention all those guys picking up and playing and hustling. All right, so we got about a minute here. Talk about Union. Because they're on the other end. They were a team that really surged and were moving up the ranks, but now they have struggled a little bit, really since about a game after They beat you guys there.
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle that on the other end? This is a team that you know is really, really good. They haven't been playing good. They would love to come in here and get a W.
Yeah, it's funny. Everything's about matchups.
Yeah.
You just match up better against certain teams than you do others, and they present problems for us because they're so big. I mean, they
Yeah.
are, they start 4 guys that are 6'7" or taller. Their point guard's a big bowling ball. They kill you on the boards, and glad to have Navon back because that helps a little bit with that. But still, it's just hard to match up with them physically, and you have to figure out what you want to give up and what you want to take away. And they've got a number of really good players on their team that present problems, either whether it's driving, scoring in the post, shooting the three, transition. It's just game planning for these games. It's different, and you have a little bit of time to prepare and just be locked in.
All right. He's Kevin Carroll. I'm Greg Ruff. You're watching Trevecca basketball on Flow College.